Right guys, Simon again from Team Brink. This time with my Morphtronic deck. Now this is one of my favourite decks actually, as they kind of go along from the Roy deck, but with household appliances. Right, I'm going to give a more conventional go to this, seeing as I normally split my deck up, but we'll just go through monster spells and traps. Firstly, I'm going to kick off with Morphtronic Boomboxen. Now he's quite handy, as he can attack in attack position, he can attack twice, and in defense position one turn, he can negate an attack. 4 stars, 1200 attack. Now what you've got to remember with Morphtronics is though, they're mainly based on two different attack effects, whether they're in attack position or defense position. That's why you have cards, like I'll show you later, such as Morphtansition, which allow you to change battle position instantly. Then we have Gadget Driver. Now he's more helpful in hand, as when you discard him, you can change the battle position of all your Morphtronic monsters, or any number of Morphtronic monsters on your side of the field. Then we have Morphtronic Magnen. Now he's the sort of marauding Captain Luke style. When he's in defense position, the opponent's monster can't attack any other monster. So if you have two of these in face-up defense position, the opponent's monster can't attack anybody else, and so then you get into a loop. Whereas if he's in attack position, he can only attack the highest attack monster on your opponent's side of the field. Bit difficult then, 3 stars, 800 attack. We have Morphtronic Radion. When he's in attack position, all Morphtronics get 800 attack. When he's in defense position, all Morphtronic monsters get 1000 defense. He has 1000 attack and 900 defense. He's a 4 star. He's one of the more powerful ones. We have Gadget Arms, that when it's flipped, you can return one Morphtronic spell or trap card in your graveyard to your hand. 2 stars, 200 attack, 400 defense. What Morphtronics are renowned for is having really low attacks, but being powered up immensely with things like Tools C&D and Morphtronic Map. Then have Morphtronic Scopen, 3 stars. It's a tuner with 800 attack and 1400 defense. When it's in attack position, once per turn you can special summon one level 4 or lower Morphtronic monster from your hand and destroy it during the end phase. When in defense position, while this card is face up, its level is 4, so it's quite handy if you need boosting for the tuning. We have Morphtronic Cameran. No guesses for what, no for guessing what he's based on. 800 attack, 600 defense, 2 stars, and when he's in attack position, if he would be destroyed, when he's destroyed by battle, you can special summon one level 4 or lower Morphtronic monster from your graveyard to the field, except Morphtronic Cameran. But while he's in defense position, no Morphtronics are affected by card effects. Go on to Morphtronic Celfon, my personal favourite. When he's in attack position, roll a die. I'll just show you. And the number you get is the number of cards you pick up. Now you get to special summon one level 4 or lower Morphtronic monster in that amount of cards. So say you roll a 3 and you pick up Swords Revealing Light, Spellbinding Circle, and a Morphtronic Cameran. You can summon a Morphtronic Cameran. Whereas if he's in defense mode, you roll a dice and you get a 6. You rearrange those cards in any order you like and put them back into your deck, on top of your deck. He's a 1 star with 100 attack and 100 defense. Then we come on to Morphtronic Videon. He has 1000 attack and 1000 defense. For every equip card he has on him while he's in attack mode, he gains an additional 800 attack. While he's in defense mode, he gains an additional 800 defense for every equip card. So quite high powered, 4 star. Then we have one of the most important ones, Morphtronic Boarden. Now I've got 3 of them because it has 1800 defense. It's a 3 star, and when it's in attack position, all Morphtronics can attack opponents' life points directly. While it's in defense position, however, no Morphtronics can be destroyed by battle. Therefore, if you have 2 on the field in defense position, face up, no monsters can be destroyed by battle. Then we come on to Needle Burrower. Now he is my highest star monster in this deck besides my extra deck. And he's 5 stars, 1700 attack, but when he destroys an opponent's monster, the opponent takes 500 damage for every star on that destroyed monster. So say you destroy a 3 star, you do 1500 damage to your opponent, which is mighty helpful along with a few equip cards. Then we come along to Turbo Rocket, 0 attack, 0 defense, specific tuner to Turbo Cannon, which I'll come on to later, and when he attacks your opponent and the damage you take, say you attack someone for 1800, you attack Raider, which is 1900 attack, you would take 1900, but your opponent would take 850, which is quite helpful. Then we come on to Morphtronic Datatron. I've included 2 of these because when they are in attack mode, once per turn, you contribute 1 Morphtronic monster to do 600 damage to your opponent. So they're good for direct damage. And when he's in defense mode, once per turn, your opponent takes 300 damage during your standby phase. Then we have finally a Morphtronic Clocken, or 2, as I've got. While he's in attack mode, this card gains 500 attack for every morph counter on it. But while he's in defense mode, once per turn you can add 1 morph counter to him. And you can also choose to tribute this card along with all morph counters on it, and the opponent takes 1000 for every morph counter on it. Very helpful. 2 stars, 600 attack, 1100 defense. Then we've got a classic in this deck, Swords of Revealing Light. That helps out with Morphtronic Clocken and arranging your Morphtronic Magnens. The most important cards in this deck by far, Morphtronic Map. Now I've got 2 of these because every time a monster on the field, any monster, changes its battle position, a morph counter goes on it, and that boosts all Morphtronics attack by 300. Now, if you get something like Morphtansition or Gadget Driver going, then with 3 monsters on the field, you already boost all of their attack by 900. Incredible. But when this card is destroyed, you get to special summon 1 level 4 or lower Morphtronic monster from your graveyard. Then we have Junk Box. You can bring 1 level 4 or lower Morphtronic monster back to the field for 1 turn, but it's destroyed at the end of that turn. It's good for reviving tuning material. We have Machine Assembly Line, boosts all machine monsters by 200, and every time a monster is destroyed, or is it just machine? Just a machine type monster, but they're all pretty much machine besides Morphtronic Datatron, which is Pyro, and Morphtronic Magnen, which is Thunder. Whenever a machine monster is destroyed, you added 2 junk counters to this, and when you can trade this card in for a special summon of a monster from your graveyard with equal to or less than that number of junk counters as stars. Very helpful. Then we have Rocket Pilder. Now, this is coming onto the equip cards which I have, which are very useful for Power Tool Dragon, and I've got 5 of them, so I've got a wide variety. But while the equipped monster is attacking, it cannot be destroyed by battle, although damage calculation is applied normally. At the end of the damage step, when the equipped monster attacks, the attacked target monster loses attack equal to the attack of the equipped monster until the end phase. So pretty much just wipes the opponent out. Then we've got Power Pickaxe, keeping in with the theme of power tools. Once per turn, you can select and remove from play 1 opponent's monster from their graveyard, whose level is less than or equal to the equipped monsters. So, with a Power Tool Dragon, I can remove from play pretty much any card in their deck. Graveyard even, sorry. And the equipped monster gains 500 attack until the end phase. So that's Power Pickaxe. We have 2 double Tools C&D. This can only be equipped to a Morphtronic or a Power Tool Dragon, and the equipped monster gains 1000 attack in their battle phase, but the opponent can't attack any other target, can't choose any other target, and when a monster attacks that monster, no matter whether it destroys it or not, it's destroyed at the end of the battle phase. I'll have to be quick. We have Axe of Despair, which boosts by 1000 tribute 1 monster when it's destroyed to bring it to the top of your deck. Factory of 100 Machines, which is a quick play, and this boosts, this removes from play, all Morphtronic monsters in your graveyard, and boosts the selected monster by 200 for every Morphtronic monster. Morphtronic Repair Unit brings 1 Morphtronic back to the field from the graveyard and stays equipped to it, but it can't use battle position. Morphtronic Cord, when you equip it to a Morphtronic monster, its and it changes battle position, you can destroy one spell or trap card on the field. Morphtronic Engine doubles the attack of one Morphtronic monster, so that would be excellent for something like Morphtronic Videon. So it'll take it to 3,600. But after 2 turns, this card is destroyed and you take the original attack of that Morphtronic, so you would take 1,000, for example. Hammer Shot, as I've explained in my previous videos, one of my favourites. Mystical Space Typhoon, again, everybody knows that. Morphtronic Accelerator, I can return one Morphtronic from the field to my deck in order to destroy one card. Field, I draw one card. Very useful. Morphtronic Forcefield, negate the activation of a spell or trap card that would destroy a monster and destroy that card instead. I also get to add one Morphtronic card from my deck to my hand. Morphtronic Mix-Up, if I control 2 or more Morphtronic monsters face up, I can choose 2 cards on my opponent's side of the field, and my opponent selects which one is destroyed. Very helpful. Dust Tornado destroys one spell or trap card on the field, and I get to set a spell, set a spell or card. Shadow Spell works like Spellbinding Circle, but reduces the attack by 700. Morphtronic Bind. There is a face-up Morphtronic monster on the field. Level 4 or higher monsters on the field cannot attack or change their battle position. Morphtronic Scramble. Activate only when your opponent declares an attack. While you control no monsters, negate the attack and special summon one level 4 or lower Morphtronic monster from your hand. Morphtansition. When a face-up Morphtronic monster you control is selected as an attack target, negate the attack and change the battle position of that Morphtronic monster. And finally, Morphtronic Monitron. When Morphtronic monster is summoned, you can instantly change its battle position. So say you summon it in attack mode, you can change it straight to defense position, and you get the best of both worlds. Right, coming up to my synchro monsters, I don't have that many in here. I do have Turbo Cannon, 0 attack, 0 defense, 3-star, requires Turbo Rocket, and once per turn I can choose to destroy one opponent's monster, and the opponent takes the damage equal to its attack. And Power Tool Dragon, 7 stars, 2,300 attack, 2,500 defense. I need a second or third one of these, because it would be juicy. You get to search your deck on turn for 3 equip cards. Your opponent select 1 to equip it to Power Tool Dragon. It gains all the bonuses of that equip card, but if it would be destroyed, you can destroy the equip card instead. And does it do anything else? No. Just return the rest of the equip cards to your deck and shuffle them in. Thank you guys, that's my Morphtronic deck. Again, if any additions you think could be made to this, or changes, feel free to comment on them. I don't think many can be actually, because I don't know if any Morphtronic cards have just been released. But thank you once again guys, and I may be coming back with you for a Fortune Lady deck. We'll see how that goes. Alright guys.